Good morning. I'm going to call the Adams County Board of Supervisors meeting to order. At this time, Mr. Bradford, would you lead us in prayer?
Let me say, lift our heads. Oh, wise eternal Father, we thank you, O God, for allowing us to see another day, O God. Father, we just thank you, O God, for providing safety on last night due to the storms, O God. Father, continue to bless the ones that may not have power today to be restored in a timely manner. Father, continue to look after this county, our elected officials and their families. Continue to keep them close together. Continue to give them wisdom, O God. And Father, we just continue to pray for our first responders, our school, our teachers, our doctors, our nurses, oh God. Father, continue to look after them. We also pray for all the businesses in this county, in this state, and in this country, oh God. Father, continue to bring us close together. We just continue to pray for peace, oh God. Father, we just want to thank God for anyone that may have lost any loved ones, Father. Continue to comfort their families, oh God, over the last week, oh God. Father, we just ask all these blessings in your precious Son, Jesus' name. Amen. Amen.
I have two students here this morning, Sanaya Martin and Calvin Franklin, that are going to lead us in the pledge. If y'all would come up front, please. Come right up here.
In front.
Turn and face the flag, please. All right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Calvin. Certificate for you. Sanaya.
Hold on.
We'll take a picture.
So one of your keys.
Look right here.
Y'all smile.
Yeah.
Smile a little bit.
That's great. Y'all did a good job.
Thank you all so very much for having They want to invite you all out tomorrow. We are doing our third annual market day. So their businesses will be open tomorrow from 9:30 till 9 a.m. to 10:30, and from 1 to 3 p.m.
At what school?
Instant Impact Global
Yes, ma'am.
Prep, the charter school. So we invite everybody out to come see what their businesses are doing. You will have to exchange your funds at their bank to shop. So please feel free to join us tomorrow.
9:30 to 10:30.
9 to 10:30 and 1 to 3.
Thank you. Jason, you going to give them
Over to
Yes, sir. All right. I'm going to do roll call. Supervisor Gray.
Present.
Supervisor Wilson.
Here.
Supervisor Gaines.
Here.
Supervisor Hutchins is unavailable to make it today. I am present. Ms. Paige Dean.
Present.
Ms. Brandy Lewis.
Present.
Scott Slover. Present. And Ms. Mitzi Cotton.
Present. Tonight, you can do that.
Special presentations, if any. Next item on the agenda is county business. Ms. Florence Hargis, property cleanup on extension service property.
Am I supposed to go?
Yes, ma'am. If you go to the podium, state your name and address.
I am Florence Hargis, and I live at 71 Roadway Road, Adams County. And I'd first like to thank the county folks for all the work they've done at the extension office. I started coming there as a master gardener wannabe a couple of years ago, and the building practically looked abandoned. And it's looking so much better. They cleaned up. We got the right of way where it's being mowed, and we've got bush hog part of the property where we hopefully will get the pine trees cut down, which are all dying anyway. And we have a greenhouse now that we can put up there where those pine trees are right now. But what I would like to do is to continue that. Long-term, I talked about a nature trail. Now that's several years down the road because I'm still working 2 jobs. But short-term, between the right-of-way and where they bush hogged, there's a lot of new little growth of trees and things like that. And I have asked everybody that I know how I can get permission to clean that area up as much as possible. And I will get as much help from National Gardeners as I can, or anybody else that would like to help. There's a lot of like small trees, sycamores, and just, you know, trees that come up when property's not taken care of. I have a brand new steel chainsaw, an arborist chainsaw. I think the blade is 12 inches long. In other words, it's just, and it's battery powered. So I can go out there and chop trees down, which I want to do to help clean up that property. So I need to know who I can get permission from. I called Mr. Slover's office 2 or 3 weeks ago and hadn't heard back, so that's why I'm here. You know, how do I get permission to do that, either by myself or with people out there helping us, just getting the underbrush and everything, so it doesn't look like it's just been abandoned.
Scott, is it okay for the Master Gardeners to?
Well, probably show somebody what she wants to do from the county, and that's okay, let them do it.
Do you have any pictures of that area?
Pardon?
Any pictures of that area?
No, I can get them to you.
I mean, is it okay for one of the leaders? Does it need to be Johnny?
Probably Johnny would be better.
Okay. I'll get with Johnny, our maintenance guy, and see when he can meet you. I believe I have.
They said to do the work,
Travis
to allow
Wilson.
me to do
Is the
the
sheriff
work.
back there?
He's in the
He is, he's back there right now or somewhere.
I mean, I'll take all the help I can get, but, you know, if there's nobody else, I'm gonna be out there when I can.
We just, Sheriff, they just said there wasn't a deputy in here for us.
Oh,
We're just making sure.
you're right, it's a sheriff here.
So anyway, I'll get with Johnny and Johnny will meet you out there and y'all can talk about what you have in mind and he can approve it from the county standpoint.
Is he the one, seems to me there was an issue with the liability and the chainsaw, okay? It's my personal chainsaw. I'm not gonna let anybody else use it. If I chop my leg off, that's my business, you know, so that's my issue there.
As long as the attorney's good with it, the board's
Well,
good.
I called the office to talk with them, like I say, I haven't heard back, so I don't know where that stands. That was 2 or 3
I'm
weeks
certainly
ago.
sorry I didn't call you back, and I didn't get a message, never got relayed to me, so I certainly apologize for that. She meets with Johnny, she tells her what she wants, Johnny says there might be issues of what she's doing, we'll get it figured out, get it cleaned up. I'm sure the board wants the place cleaned up, so not a problem.
We'll get in touch with you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Y'all, I'm gonna back up real quick and do, I need approval of the dockets. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Wilson, can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Supervisor Gaines, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Next is Mr. Joseph Furr, I don't see him. Next, city government business, mayor, is the mayor,
He can't make it.
He'll be here after 9:30.
okay, we'll wait. Next, we'll go to departmental reports. Ms. Kim, you wanna go?
Good morning, I'm Kim from the tax assessor's office. I have 2 things for you today. The first is a board order for Fair Play LLC. They got a chargeback that was not theirs. They've recently bought a house that sold and it's the previous owner's chargeback due to an issue with their homestead. So I'm asking to have that $300 removed from their account.
You heard the request.
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Wilson,
Second.
second by Supervisor Gaines, any discussion?
What's the address?
It is 200 State Street, which is one of the condos, condo W6.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it.
And the next thing I have is travel approval for Ms. Demetria Davis to a certified appraiser school in Starkville, Mississippi.
You heard the
So
request.
moved.
Motion by Supervisor Wilson,
Second.
second by Supervisor Gaines, any discussion?
You got paperwork?
I have it in my hand.
Has it been signed by HR?
By HR,
I mean,
by Larry.
yeah.
I don't know if he signed it or not, but if not, I can get it signed and get it back over to you.
That's it. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
NFS with Adams County E911 dispatch. I have calls from March the 1st through March the 16th. Natchez PD has 496, Natchez Fire Department 28, Adams County SO 296. also, I have requests to hire 3 people that you have to pay work on. And a salary change.
One of them a shift captain.
Yeah, that's salary change.
All right, so I have Charles Steen Beckham, Sean Thomas, and Sarah Davis. Charles Steen Beckham, hourly rate $16. Is that a rehire?
No, that's a hire, I'm hiring 3 people, that's Charleston Beckham, Sean Thomas, and, Arwen Freemeyer. And that's a salary change for Sarah.
Arwen Freemeyer. So these are already employees, they're just a paycheck?
No, we're trying to hire them.
Okay, so is Charles Steen a rehire?
No,
No, they've never worked here.
no, she didn't.
Okay, they checked yes. You checked that she was a rehire.
Oh, no. That must be a mistake. She's not a rehire, she never worked out. Is she a rehire? She was working juvenile too.
She's a rehire for the county.
Oh,
She's a rehire for the county.
Is she, why did she leave?
I don't know, I didn't.
well, I talked to Sharon about that. Sharon said she left in good faith. So, she said that I can hire her.
What about Sean Thomas?
He didn't work it.
It's checked as a rehire also.
I didn't do none of the checking, so somebody else must have did, so I had to give him a resource on that.
So was none of those people terminated as
No.
being rehired?
No, only person that I knew that worked for the county was, Charleston Becker. And I talked to Sharon about it. Sharon said I can hire her, she left in good faith. She used to work for juvenile detention.
Arwen Freemeyer is checked correctly, it's checked new hire, but the other two are checked rehire.
I'll check on that.
All right, Charles Steen Beckham, $16 an hour. Sean Thomas, $16 an hour, annual rate $33,280. And Freemeyer, $16 an hour, $33,280. Can I get a motion? A motion by Supervisor Wilson, second. Supervisor Gaines, discussion. All in favor? Yes. All opposed? Ayes have it. Okay,
Sarah changed for Sarah.
okay. Salary change for Sarah Davis. To shift captain, hourly rate $17.83, annual rate $37,086.40. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second. Second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you, that's all I have.
Thank you.
37, what is it?
$37,086.40. Departmental reports.
Good morning, Board. Samuel Minor, Veteran Service Officer for the county. I have a couple of things I wanted to pass on to you. We have 2 veterans that turned 100 this year. The first one was Wingate Collins. He turned 101 on January the 29th. And we got Captain Jack. He's going to turn 100 on June the 9th. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of their birthday. That's a blessing to make it to 100. And that's all I have, unless y'all have anything for me.
You need to do a resolution. Yeah. Well, I'll make a motion that we do a resolution for both of our veterans.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Supervisor Wilson, any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
Alright, so I'll print out a certificate form and, take some pictures and present it.
Yeah, well, we'll get with Scott, and he'll write and he'll do the, resolution, and then by the time he get it right, get it together, he can get it to you and you present it then.
Okay.
Have it presented then.
That's all I have, unless y'all have any questions for me.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank
I think.
Sam, call me when you present those.
Okay.
Departmental reports.
Good morning, board. How are you all?
Morning.
The Monte IT department. So I left Supervisor Hutchins for Sparklight contracts. I'm not sure if she had them in her folder or not. Essentially, Sparklight is updating to where they're getting away from the cable boxes and going towards streaming. The contracts I have here, I have for Road Department, Adams County Youth Court, Adams County Board of Supervisors, there's a box in this office, and Adams County Sheriff Department. And I was just getting approval for those changes.
Is there any change of cost? Is there?
Yes, it's a significant price increase. I'm looking at $213 a month, whereas before we're paying, I think, between $70 and $100 a month. So essentially, they're getting away from the box where we do the cable, and they're going full stream over the internet. Honestly, it could just be a way to price folks out more, but I know these departments do utilize Sparklight. I guess they may use it for the news, whether I'm not sure which, but they do use Sparklight equipment. I did speak with Billy this morning as well, and he mentioned that Adams County Sheriff's Office does use theirs too.
That's $213 per office.
Correct.
Per month.
Per month, yes, sir.
From $79.99.
Yeah, yes, sir. I believe that was the price before, and that was monthly.
Is anybody else doing that?
Our franchise agreement provided that we would get free cable, so I'm not sure why we've been charged for it.
And if you all have more questions, I can always do it here. This might not be something you all want to approve.
Yeah, just shoot me an email and with that guy, and then I'll shoot him a franchise agreement and ask him why we're getting charged.
Okay.
And see what he says.
Yeah.
I can do that.
All right, thank
All
you,
right,
sir.
thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
Main Price, Purchase Clerk for Adams County. I would like to spread the February procurement card and travel card across the minutes for approval.
You heard the request, Mr. Motion by Supervisor Wilson,
Second.
second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
We got our
Good morning,
6
board.
month road deal, we're deferring that until next meeting. So we'll rock it in here.
Defer the 6-month
We
rule.
should accept them.
Yeah,
Well, anyway, if we already accepted, we still have to discuss something.
we are.
All right, Mr. Bradford.
Good morning, Board. Brad Bradford, Adams County EMA Director, Fire Coordinator. I just got a couple of things. Last night we had a nice little storm come through. Crews are still out trying to work this morning for us clear some roads, our Greenfield Road and Springfield Road still have trees down with power lines in them. So with the wind high, the crews, it's a safety thing for motion. They can't get up there right now. So hopefully after lunch, those roads should be open back up to the public right now with that. We received, there was no significant damage throughout the county as far as houses or people in the unmet needs and things of that nature. We did open safe from yesterday. We have one participant over there now that may not have any power, so we're gonna leave that open throughout the night. The temperature's supposed to drop down, so it'll transition to a warming shelter throughout the night for anybody that may not have power and just may wanna come to the safe room as a warming shelter with that. Couple key updates from our last disaster. We're in the process now of meeting with FEMA. We met with them the other day to try to get our PA approved to start working on that. What we need is a designee from the county. I've been working with Meg in the road department. And, we just got to get the board to identify that individual that can be that applicant. And I think Meg, as she talked to you, she's gonna normally do that, so the board have to appoint Meg as a applicant for our, for the county to get the reimbursements, through me.
Meg's done this before.
Need a motion?
Yeah, motion by Supervisor Wilson, second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? And I did, I spoke with Meg this morning. Angela asked me to call her, and so I spoke with Meg this morning. She's good with all that. All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay. On the, fire side, I want to ask the board, we're not gonna extend the burn ban. We got a significant amount of rainfall. So no, a lot of people been calling and want to burn some stuff, so it's okay. This morning, I don't want to extend the burn ban, so just go back to the regular, county business, only without a burn ban.
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Wilson, second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed?
That's all I have. Pending any questions?
I got one. I had somebody blow me up the other day saying the sirens don't work. I like argued them down about it. Told them it is the third Wednesday or second.
Last Wednesday, we had rain in the area.
Okay, and
People have to understand, I will not set them off with clouds in the sky because they will have people, you know, they have to understand that.
and then they want to know why not, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I give up.
Yeah, you
But
know, yeah.
but at any rate, all the sirens are working. Are the ones in the city working now too?
No,
Those four are still.
right, those, I think it's a total of 7. We got 4 in the, city, and we got 3 in the county that's not working out of the 18. So we got the PO for that. As soon as the guys be clear, they don't come work on those. So, but we encourage people to sign up for hyper-reach. We need people to sign up for hyper-reach. You know, everybody's stuck on the sirens, but they're only for outdoors. You know, at 2 o'clock at night, you're not gonna be outdoors. And you need to have that hyper-reach because that's how we send road closures, we send anything else pertinent information over there. So we got to start getting our residents to understand that these things are mechanical.
All right.
If lightning strikes, it's not gonna sound out. So let's really push that.
Which 3 aren't working?
I think we got the Grange, that was not working over here on Booker Road, and I think the one, out at the National Guard on. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Brad.
Good morning, board. I really just have, one update and 2 requests. I'm requesting the, board authorization to sign the final financial reports for project C045, EWP project, and EWP C079. Just a final financial report is telling us what we expended on the project for those 2 projects.
So,
Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
Yeah, what area that is?
Those EWP projects, C045 and C079, that's the one that has Churchill on it, Dunbar Bayou, Kingston Road, those projects. Those are the ones that we just finished, like I said, the ones we just finished.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. You have paperwork on that?
Yes, I have mine. And the last thing I have, just to let you know that we did receive the contracts back for Morgantown Road, so I'm in the process now of scheduling the pre-construction meeting. MDOT had to be involved in it, so I've sent an email out to her requesting her available dates, and once she sent those, I'll coordinate the contractor on those dates to schedule the pre-con for that project, and we should be getting underway. And I'll be back for you at 10 o'clock with 2 bills.
While Mr. Ford's up here, Mr. Slover, you did email back to Camo Construction on the.
I thought I copied it all.
You copied it, and I'm just, did George get copied on
I
that?
did get copies.
Has anybody been in touch with him? Okay. Do we need to set a deadline on that?
I anticipate them to do it, to be honest.
You would?
I would not anticipate them doing it.
They said they would on the last board meeting, but they were adamant that they would, and continue to do it prior to the last board meeting.
So I said, get it cost, get it fixed, and fix it, and, you know, we want to pursue after, and certainly can.
Okay.
Is there any money left?
And the EWV probably.
No, those projects have been
And I
closed.
think this repair was
Supposed to be-
minimal, huh? Yeah. Okay. All right, thank you.
Might just be better where you fix it. I mean, we have it in our bids now, and it's something we weigh in our consideration.
All right,
Just up to what's up.
I'll be back at 10.
thank you.
So let me ask you this. I read the email, so where he get his information from?
It appeared that he would use Google or some sort of AI source, which is fairly common now.
I mean, the last 20 years, I think it's been the same. So I don't understand where he get his email from. I hope he knows what the consequence is, and I won't stand behind his work. Thank you.
I'm gonna step back and let the mayor go ahead, since we already passed you on the agenda.
Well, Supervisor, I really appreciate that. I do. Do you want me to go to the
Please,
podium?
if you could,
I
state your
will.
name and address. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
sure will. I will do that. I will do that. It's a little chilly, isn't it? Man, we always get that last bit of cold, but it sure is nice to be in here, and it's always a pleasure to be with you. I'm Dan Gibson. I'm a resident of Natchez, and you can find me usually right across the street. I wanted to say I am so honored to be here this morning in the presence of Larry Brown, who is actually, I believe, Larry, are you the third?
I'm junior.
You're junior.
Yeah,
We're gonna get this right. You know, his father is a legend to all of us. Larry Butch Brown, who was a long-time mayor of Natchez on 2 terms back in the 90s, and then another term back from 2012 to 2016. I first got to know Butch Brown when I was a kid mayor in Crystal Springs, and it was 1996. And I'll never forget, he was one who never treated me any differently, even though I was such a kid. And he also was such a friend to me after I became mayor here in Natchez. And so there is a bridge that would not be here if it weren't for him.
So moved.
There you go. Supervisor Gray, you got it. And so we are wanting your support in renaming the Liberty Road Bridge. Right there at 61 is that beautiful bridge that you travel through and under every day when you're headed to the Trace or any other parts of that area of town. But we want to name that in honor of former Natchez Mayor Larry L. Butch Brown Sr. You know, he is known throughout the state for all that he did. We have prepared a resolution. I'm not going to read it. You all have copies of the resolution, but we would like for you to spread on your minutes. The city has already moved to do this. We are trying to get the legislature to approve this in the last few days of this spring session. And they informed us that we need a resolution from the Board of Supervisors. I do want to make mention of just a few things. You know, I used to tell him quite often, and he would get a laugh out of it. And I'd say, you know, Mayor, if it weren't for you, I'd have a real nice view of the river from my office at City Hall. I think we can credit him for that amazing bluff stabilization project that has preserved Natchez now, not only for so many years, but so many more years to come. He also is to be credited for the convention center, the visitor center that is now under a multi-million-dollar renovation by the Park Service. There are so many things that he did, it would take forever for us to mention them all. But he went on from Natchez, where he had long been a citizen, a volunteer, and then, yes, mayor. He went on to the state of Mississippi, where for many years he was executive director at the Mississippi Department of Transportation. And during that time, he is credited for so much to bring back the Gulf Coast in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. In his last term here, you know, he did have a health crisis halfway through his term, yet he still did so much to further Natchez and to represent Natchez both here and throughout the nation and even internationally. It's sad that we lost Mayor Brown and his beautiful wife Shields so close together, and it is fitting that we honor him by naming this bridge after him. So I would ask today that you would approve this resolution.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gray, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
All right, well, thank you so much, and Larry, I'm gonna take this to Jackson now and see if we can get her done. I do have another resolution. We have, as you know, been struggling with the Canal Street Bridge. The Canal Street Bridge, if you'll recall, right at Christmas time, the state of Mississippi tried to close it. It was 5 days before Christmas. And we were all in the Christmas mood, and then we get this notice that we've got 24 hours to close the bridge. We worked very hard to keep it open, along with the state and the city. The city spent $800,000 of unbudgeted funds to do repairs. The state has invested some money. All total, close to $1 million has been spent since 2023 in emergency repairs. The bridge never closed. However, we had to reduce the load capacity to 5 tons. In 2024, we did these repairs. Engineers then released it for all travel. However, it is strictly enforced that no heavy trucks can cross it. Well, we only were given then a 5-year bill of health, you might say. And now 4 years are left. And we don't want to wake up one morning and be told we have to close it and not have a plan for its replacement. It's a very old bridge, and it spans the Natchez Railway, serves as a vital transportation corridor for residents, businesses, visitors, you know, emergency services. Think about fire trucks, school buses. These inspections, they just don't play around. And given the age, we are told that if we don't have the funds to replace this bridge within the next 4 years, we very well could face a closure that could last some time. Engineering assessments indicate that the bridge is in need of replacement, and that replacement can be done with a more modern structure, with modern steel allowed to support a wider span. It's going to be a much better bridge in the long run. However, the design we have, done by Waycaster Duncan engineers, will leave the historic look the same. The cost of this replacement is said to be $5.8 million. Now, we have already secured $2 million in a federal earmark, working through both houses of Congress and through the administration in Washington. We're very excited to have that earmark. And we're grateful to our senators, to our congressmen, and to the president for making that happen. We're going to go back, and we're going to ask for more. But we're also asking for funding from the state legislature right now. All we're asking for today is that the Board of Supervisors would pass a resolution expressing your strong support for the replacement of the Canal Street Bridge and respectfully requesting continued partnership, financial assistance from the state of Mississippi, the Mississippi Department of Transportation, and the United States Congress.
You heard the request, Mayor.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Wilson, second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Mr. President, if I could say one thing before I leave, one more thing. Got some great news, and I'm really proud of George Ford and IMS Engineers. Had a good talk with Mr. Ford on Friday, and we're excited that we are looking at being able to bid that next phase of Morgantown Road in about a month. It wouldn't be happening without our partnership. And I know a lot of citizens, I'll be reaching out to them and might be sharing more news later this week, but a lot of citizens have, I know, expressed concern and even asked online, why are we addressing Canal Street Bridge and not worried about Morgantown? Well, it's because Morgantown, we've already started that project. It's amazing that first phase we just accomplished the difference. And the good news on this next phase is we won't be doing so much underground work. We're just replacing what's already there. And I believe, I'm told, once we bid it and once they start, well, you've already awarded the bid, but everything's getting approved through MDOT. Once they start and have their first meeting with the contractor, I think in about 6 months we'll see a complete project from the area right there, Walgreens. I'm getting it mixed up. That's not Walgreens, that's CVS. From right there at CVS, all the way out to about Red Loop, those folks will have a beautiful roadway. It wouldn't be happening without the collaboration between the city and the county. And we thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
We're gonna go back to departmental reports.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple. Since Robert's not here, he asked if I would do his pay and leaves for the road department. You should have them. There's 3. Trail Jefferson, $15 an hour, grass cutter laborer. David Smith, $15.50 an hour. I'm sorry, $15.50 was the other one, that looked like a 0. $15.50, he's grass cutter laborer, and Mr. Gordon, grass cutter laborer, $15.50, and these were the 3 that we had agreed to add to the budget for this year, so there.
You heard the reports. Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
No, I just had those. Debbie's are rehires. Oh, they're checked as rehires.
That's a 6 month, what it is.
Yep.
That's a 6 month.
And then, in the maintenance department, Johnny asked me to do this one for now. Well, first off, he hired 2 guys, and they were very good. One got a better offer, so he resigned last week. Do I need to get permission for the board to advertise for that position again?
Yeah, that's what they usually do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to re-advertise for that position.
You heard the request.
So I make a motion to accept his resignation and advertise for the position. Johnny had one of his guys, which one?
Greg. Don't ask me his last name.
Oh, no.
Yes, it's Greg.
Yeah.
Second, motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
And then I have a pay in lieu here for Mr. Chapman, which is the other employee that he hired. We'd like to change his rate from $15 an hour to $16 an hour.
You heard the request. Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
And this one has turned out to be a very good worker. Johnny handpicked him actually.
And the only reason why I made that motion like that, so if something ever happened and Mr. Greg wanna come back, it'll be in the minutes they left in good faith, cause we had the question, that's why I made that
Okay.
motion.
Okay.
Alright.
And that's it for me, for those 2.
I need to sign those.
You have them all. These are just copies that I had told him to get.
Excuse me,
That's
can I address the council?
Are you here for public comments?
I'm here about Cary Road.
Not quite yet, we're not there yet. We'll get down to public comments in just a minute.
Okay.
Were there any more departmental reports? Did you say Thurl was here?
Morning, board. How y'all doing this morning?
Good morning.
I know, EMA Director Bradford said that it was a light night, a light damage, but we did have some other events that happened last night. Last night, we had a family whose house got crushed by a tree. We had at least 3 people in vehicles that ran into trees that were down on county roads. I can't say anything for the city. And that's why we asked the people to look at different media pages that we utilize to put this information out. I know the National Democrat has been very good about when we send them posts about road closures and trees down. They have been up in the middle of the night posting it online. I know the EMA Director has their Adams County Emergency Management Facebook page and other social media pages that they put it out on. We put it out on the Adams County Sheriff's Office pages as well when there are road closures and things of that nature, but we really need people to take heed and use caution because this does put a strain on resources when you have that many different types of events that go on at one time. So for the people who stayed at home, we appreciate it because the roads are extremely dangerous. Greenfield Road right now has several different power lines tied up in it, and that's why Energy is out there working right now diligently with EMA and volunteers and other people are out there right now trying to get those lines de-energized where they can clear that road. The school district has been very good at rerouting buses this morning. I've seen buses running late this morning because I know the schools had a late opening and it was due in just because we have still been getting other reports of trees down that we're not aware of. Adams County residents, just take caution when you hear these warnings about straight line winds and things of that nature. It is very important. Now, I just want to say one thing about the deputies too, though, and all the other first responders. All the first responders did an outstanding job last night. They went above and beyond. Some of them felt like they was joining the whales better this morning because they were out in those cars and those straight line winds was hitting those cars was just a rocking and rocking and rocking. And it was a rough night last night. I know they had the safe room, they opened that up too as well. But 2 of my deputies, matter of fact, that whole shift went a little bit above and beyond. I know people only think that sometimes that humans are the only one that need help in times of storm. We had a tree crush a car last night with a dog up under it. And these deputies risked themselves to go find jacks and things of that nature to get that car off that dog. Now keep in mind now, they are still responding to calls with humans. They're responding to people in the trees and everything else. But they found it in their heart to go back and help that family who pet was caught up on the car and put themselves in line of danger to do that. And I just want to say publicly, that's the kind of deputies that y'all have working at the sheriff's office. You know, even though it's not a human, it's a dog, people love their pets too. And so they went above and beyond to do that. But with that being said, I would tell the residents too though, you know, bring your animals in a safe shelter when you have these type of storms because sometimes they don't have anywhere to go either. And if you love them enough to keep them, love them enough to protect them as well. I'm not saying anything about that particular homeowner, but I am putting it out there to the public that if you have animals, make sure they are in a safe spot as well during these storms. The last thing I talked to Attorney Slover prior to coming here. I am requesting an executive session for some things that deal with the security and liabilities concerning the jail. And I don't know where Attorney Slover's at, but I have discussed this with him at length, and I'll let him come in and talk to you all, decide whether it meets executive session standards or not, wherever he's at. So that's all I have for now.
Thank you, Sheriff. Mr. Furr.
Good morning. Joey Furr, 635 Main Street, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm the landscape architect. for the restroom project that's going on at Chester Willis Field. I'm here this morning to request approval of the contractor's first pay application, which is through the end of February. I got this on the 28th, so I was not able to make the last Monday board meeting, but the request is for $61,417.50, which is roughly 28% of the construction completed. He's far exceeded that at this point. This is basically for his bonds, his insurance mobilization, and the concrete that they had poured through the end of the month. Since then, he has roughed in all his plumbing. He's got his masonry. He told me this morning, and I'm meeting with them after I leave here, that his mason's got about 2 days. He'll start framing next week. Later this week, he's hoping to. All of his materials are en route or on site, so he's currently got a completion date in the schedule he provided of March 12th is what his schedule says, and that's within his time period, and I think that hopefully that meets the time. I think
April 12th.
What's that?
April 12th.
April 12th, I'm sorry, yes, 4/12.
He didn't make it.
Yeah, 4/12 is when he's supposed to be complete. So, I would, appreciate, approval of this, I recommend payment. I would appreciate approval of it, so we can process the first payment. He'll probably submit another one, at the end of this month.
You heard, you got a motion by Supervisor Wilson, second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? Would you have Johnny meet you out there? Just
Yeah,
if there are questions,
yes.
he can relate back to the
I
board.
have already talked to Johnny about us being here today.
Okay.
He sent us all when I was ready to go.
Thank you. All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, any other questions, that you have for me while I'm here?
Yeah, the invoice.
I do, I'm gonna sign it and send it to, just wanted to be sure that that's pretty perfect. All right,
Thank you, sir.
all right, bye-bye.
All right, any more departmental reports? We have a bid opening at 10, so we'll go to public comments until then. Public comments.
Good morning. My name is William Thompson. I live at 134 Kerry Road, back of Sandy Creek. The road's about to collapse on us. Somebody's gonna get hurt, or even worse, killed. It's collapsing every day, and steadily getting worse. And I'm here to get any updates on the progress of that movement.
Oh, yeah, I just,
That we started 2 years ago, and I haven't heard anything about it.
well, the engineers out there, I went out there and I asked them about it after you asked, so they, it'll advertise this week, but bid openings will be on April the 20th. He'll put it out for advertising, and they accepted, on April 20th for next month, they'll have the bids on it. So somebody, once the bids get awarded, then they can start the work.
Yeah, so probably 30 days.
So, yeah.
Within 30 days of April 20th.
Y'all open for bids.
For bids, and then within 30 days, there'll be a notice to proceed, usually that's about it. Unless the bid, something went wrong with the bids.
It's getting serious.
Yeah, unfortunately, we
Somebody's
gotta go
gonna
through
get
state purchasing
seriously
laws.
hurt, 'cause it's a deep fall.
Yes,
into
sir.
that creek.
We gotta go through county purchasing laws, and that's what we're doing to get it
I
done.
live at the end of the road, and it scares me to death to cross it. Whether my wife's gonna roll off in it, one of these kids, in and out with their families, it's about to collapse. It's gonna happen any second.
We can't get a temporary bridge from the military to put there?
Sir, you're gonna have to go to the podium
Oh.
to state your name and
I'm with him.
So it's in motion, as the attorney said, you know.
Permanent fix is in motion. Do we need to send Robbie or the road crew up to take a look at it and see?
When is something
And then
that's
private road.
done?
It's in the private road.
I think so.
Yeah, it's private road. That money's coming from, an earmark from the federal government
Federal government, yeah.
to fix the creek.
Yeah,
As an EWB.
yeah.
About 60 feet, that's real bad.
We can't take, I don't think we can put our equipment on it.
That would be a problem.
Mr. Ford out there.
Yeah.
She's gonna grab the county engineer. She's grabbing the county engineer.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a private road where you go into a federal grant,
Yeah.
state law allows us to go through a grant. We can only go through what the grant allows us to do. Otherwise, we're not allowed to work on private property anywhere.
Yes, sir. Could you explain where we are in the process on Cary Road?
The bid opening is April the 20th.
Sir, is he, sir? The county engineer's talking.
The bid opening is on the 20th of April, next month. For the Cary Road.
Next month?
The 20th of next month,
20?
yes.
When's it advertised?
They advertise on Wednesday, this Wednesday and this Wednesday.
And is that a private road?
Is it a private road? I had to check and see if it's a private road, see if it's on county, if it's a state road or anything. I'll look at my map and let you know.
It's not,
Supervisor Wilson says it's private road.
it's not on our.
That limits what the county can do in the meantime.
I've been out there, several times, cause I own property out that way too, but, I don't know how, Ms. Hutchins and, Ricky found the money for that, but it's pretty amazing they were able to pull that off, to get that road fixed, so y'all gonna be a little more patient. It just takes so long. I know how bad it is. I saw it. I've seen, y'all moved the road over 5 times. And some people won't allow you to move it over some more.
Yeah, I mean.
Property line.
The man with the property won't let us move over.
I know, it's just,
It'd be an easy way out to take that property, buy that property and move the road over, would be the cheapest way out, but
I know.
I don't see that happening either.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ford.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, appreciate you. It's 9:55. I guess we can come to the table. No more departmental reports? All right, Supervisor Gray.
Well, I ain't got that much today, pretty much everything that I had to talk about.
Vice President West, you gonna let Attorney Slover address the executive session that I requested?
Yeah, Sheriff requested executive session on security of the jail.
We'll do a close determination if that's what we're on.
You wanna do that now?
Nah, we can't do it, man.
Okay.
Just defer that to the end.
We'll just have to wait till.
That's why it was placed at the
Okay,
bottom.
no problem, I just wanna make sure what we got.
All right, go ahead, Supervisor Gray.
Mr. Slover, 14 Prince Edition, property was clean, but, it's in bad shape. About to fall in and, neighbors pretty much want it gone. So whatever we have to do to contact the property owner, it needs to be gone, because they're not gonna spend no money on trying to get that property back. 14 Prince Edition. I just wanna, congratulate the Natchez High basketball coach, Coach Hagley, on being named 5A Coach of the Year. They didn't win the state championship, but they did go to the big house for the first time in over 20 years. I also want to congratulate the interim principal at McLeod Elementary School. As an interim principal, she was named Natchez High School Administrator of the Year. That's awesome. I also want to thank the first responders for all that they do, especially in a time like this. I want to thank the Faraday Trojans. I want to congratulate the Faraday Trojans on winning the state basketball championship. Saturday. And it's a little special for the coach, Sean Davis, because in 1988 and 89, he won the state championship as a player. He back-to-back championships as a player, and his father was the coach. And years later, he took the Ferry Trojans. Last year they lost in the championship game, and this year they won the championship. So that's amazing for Coach Sean Davis and his staff and the Ferry community. I know they're gonna have a big celebration, and they need to. My sympathy goes out to the Price family. Miss Deline lost her niece, the Fleming Seals, the Dollar, and the McDaniel family, and the Wembley family. Mr. Phil Wembley was, I think his daughter is a deputy. She's still a deputy with us?
Yes.
She's a deputy with the sheriff department. And that concludes my report.
Supervisor Wilson.
Mitzi, did we ever, I should ask Devontae about the county website. Have we ever started working on trying to improve that?
Yeah, he's been working it.
Okay. I still get a lot of complaints about that. Just can't get anywhere,
Yeah.
It's just old and outdated. I think we took care of most of all my stuff. I do wanna, thank the, citizens of Adams County for, having enough faith for me to vote for me for Congress. That was a really interesting, deal, running that race. Still not sure exactly where we're at. I don't know if we're gonna get across the finish line or not, but I do appreciate the citizens of Adams County, support, Franklin County, Midwest, and all of them. And that concludes my report.
All right, it's 10 o'clock, so we'll do that.
All right, good morning, board. We have two bid openings today, two different projects. One is project C011 for Kingston Road, and the other one is C045B, and that is for 13 Justice Circle. The first bid I'll be opening for will be for EWP project C011, that's Upper Kingston Road. I have two bidders. I have Midway Construction, and I have Maynard Landscaping. And so the first bid I'll be opening will be from Maynard Landscaping. They have a certificate of responsibility number of 24546-MC. That's 24546-MC.
Is C011?
Yes, sir, C011. Addendums are acknowledged. The bid bond is with FCCI Insurance Company. That's FCCI Insurance Company. Affidavit signed in duplicate. The proposal is signed by the president of the company, and their bid for this project is $143,587.10. That's $143,587.10. Next, I'll be opening the bid for Midway Construction. They have a certificate of responsibility number of 10251-MC. That's 10251-MC. Their bid bond with U.S. Specialty Insurance Company. Addendum have been acknowledged. Affidavit signed and duplicate. Proposal signed by CEO of the company. And their bid is $174,975. That's $174,975. That concludes the bid opening for C011 Upper Kingston Road. Next, I will be opening up the bid for C045, that is 13 Johnson Circle. Again, first, I will be opening the bids for Maynard Landscaping. Again, their certificate of responsibility number is 24546-MC. Again, that's 24546-MC. Their bid funded with FCCI Insurance Company. There's no addendum. The affidavit is signed in duplicate. The proposal is signed by the president of the company, and their bid for this project is $88,866.50. That's $888.66 And the final bid, it will be for Midway Construction. Again, that certificate of responsibility number is 10251-MC. That's 10251-MC. Their bid bond is with U.S. Specialty Insurance Company. That's U.S. Specialty Insurance Company. Again, there was no addendum. Affidavit signed in duplicate. Okay, and the bid bond is signed by the CEO of the company. And their bid is $124,300. That's 124,300.06. That includes all the bids we have for C011 and C045. We can take the bids on the advisement and allow opportunity to do bid tabulation and perhaps come back with a recommendation.
Make a motion to take them on the advisement.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
I'll see you all short.
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
I know Robbie is not here, the engineer here, but in the process of taking packages and lobbying for money for these, EWP, the only problem I see is when, they go out and look at it is one way, and it take us a whole year to get the money, and then the project get worse. So my only question is, are we getting money to do what we saw before? Or are we getting money when the project get worse? Because if we getting the money before and the project got worse, then I don't need nobody trying to cut corners and trying to make stuff fit when we should be getting more money for the EWP project.
So when the project initially approved, there's money to set aside for it, and it has to go through the congressional process, which can take a couple of years. But once we get it, we design it to the site at that point in time. And what we've done in the past, we've gotten additional money if we needed additional money.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think their estimates are right there, and they look like they're within that particular range in this case. Another issue is you gotta wait until it's into a certain danger level, so to speak, when you could have fixed it a lot cheaper. It's gotta be only like, what, 10 feet from a utility or a house or a road or whatever. And sometimes if you fixed it 30 feet away, it would have cost you $10,000 as opposed to $1 million, but just the regulations that USDA has, I guess.
Mr. Gaines.
Oh, yeah, Scott, I think that's 329 Southmore.
What's that now?
That's 329 Southmore. I looked at it, you know, we don't know what to deal with it. That's in Broadmoor. We done put it up for profit a couple times, and we don't know if the insurance company, a realtor company owned or what, but it's starting to kind of, you know, it's blooming up, and I already had a call about it, so I don't know, can we actually put it on the list and as a managed property and already and start looking so they can get it cut? The process to get it cut before it get way out of bounds, because it got some trees, and the trees are starting to break, and they, you know, if they overgrown, they needed pruning, so I don't really know. I told them I'll check with it.
Has it been a year?
No, I don't think so. It looks like it's May 6th.
Yeah.
Let's see when the hearing date was. The work order was on the 30th.
Yeah.
June 30th, so let's just tell Robbie
Okay, good looking at it.
to stick a sign in the yard, and if you think it's,
We'll
we
look
can go
at
in
it.
there just with 7 days notice, we can go.
Okay.
It's just grass, it's
Yeah.
not.
And and I would like to, when we did the park in Pine Mountain with the church, so you know, it's a church function. They would like to have a church. It's the community church Easter egg hunt, and so I think it's Friday, April the 3rd. I think it's about 7 churches gonna get together, and they're gonna do the Easter egg for the community, pass them out for the kids. So I would like to do the same thing, allow them to allow them to use the Pine Mountain Park for that.
A motion by Supervisor Gaines, can you get a second? Second by Supervisor Wilson, any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
Scott, that's right, what we supposed to do when they have a community event, right?
What's that now?
It's a community event, church giving away, so, you know, we can
Yeah.
allow them to, I just wanted to make sure. I just want to put it in the records to make
Fine,
sure.
it's good for the community. I
Yeah,
think.
and it's good, and yeah, I did, I would like to, my condolences goes out to, all of the people who lost loved ones, and, that's 2 weeks in a row I attend them funerals now, you know, that's just part of life, and I did go to Mr. Women's funeral, and, not only did his daughter work for the sheriff's department, Philip III actually worked for the road department on the north end, and he also had a nephew that works for the maintenance department. So that's why I say it's a lot of times you don't really know. You know, you talk to folks, you just really never know who's who. And he had an extremely large funeral. He was a well-known fella in the community, and and I would like to reiterate. I heard the sheriff on some of that. The community don't understand how important it is to stay at home during these storms. You know, people get out and they ride and they want to sightsee, and it's very dangerous because you got the road department out, you got people out. I think somebody had an accident last night, ran into a tree, 3 accidents. She said, you know, So, you know, if you don't have to be out during those, times like that, I would ask the president, would, as much as you can, to refrain from traveling during the inclement weather, we would definitely appreciate it because it saves lives, you know. Not only can you lose your life, but it's a possibility that you can take somebody else's life too. Cause you know, sometimes you got a load out there and, you know, a guy trying to move 2 trees and stuff like that, and the flash is on, and when it's raining hard for you, know it, you will be right on top of it. So it can be dangerous. So I would ask the public to try to refrain as much as you can. And I yield the floor, Mr. President.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Dean,
I don't have anything to add.
Chancery Clerk Brandy Lewis.
I have a couple items. We have a chargeback on a property, that the property sold on April the 3rd of 2023, and the chargeback was not placed on record in our deed records until April the 17th of 23. So just requesting that the board, strike that chargeback because it was not on record at the time of the purchase.
You heard the request.
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
I need to have the bonds for April spread across the minutes for Joanne Middleton, Annabelle Wilson, and Shakiran McKell.
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines, can I get a second? Second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
I have a request for travel for myself to attend the Chancery Clerk Leadership Conference in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi from May 13th to the 15th, please.
Heard the request.
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
And just need to have the letter we received from the state treasurer spread across the minutes. It's for the payment of the fiscal year 24 for the National Forestry Funds. County received $87,039.47. Just need to have that spread across the minutes, please.
You heard the request, Ms. Lewis.
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Wilson,
Second.
second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
I think that's all I have. Thank you.
We can do that chargeback.
Already done. Furnished.
Okay.
Yep.
We have a settlement for opioids, one of these contingencies that were plaintiffs on, Associated Pharmacies, J.M. Smith Corporation, Louisiana Wholesale Drug Company, Morrison Dixon Company, North Carolina Mutual Wholesale Drug Company, and United Natural Foods. Need a motion to approve this, and there's participants in one of those class action lawsuits.
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
I have a couple of items to be determined.
Ms. Collins.
I have several things. The first one, got a budget amendment that was requested from the mental health. They wanna transfer $12,500 from repairs and maintenance for vehicles, $13,000 from legal fees to other professional fees service, which is a total of $25,500. So this is just moving money around in the budget.
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines, can I get a second? Second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed?
Okay. So, Mr. Wimberly could not make it today, and I'm not gonna formally, submit the invoice that he sent. I think he'll be here at the next meeting. But I already had all of the amendments and transfers needed to cover the invoice. I did a reconciliation of the Bellwood account, and the best, I came in, it was almost over when I came in, but the best I can tell is it looks like that when the actual estimates were done for those projects at Bellwood, that, the engineering fees were not included in the estimates, so we were short about $225,000.
And that matches what the engineering cost was.
What happened now?
Engineering didn't put their fees in the overall cost of the project.
A Bellwood?
Yeah, the Bellwood levy project that we've been doing.
Who is the engineer?
That's Neil Schaefer.
They don't wanna get paid?
They didn't pay. Yeah, I've not seen that before, so.
So we still have $60,790 to get reimbursed. And then we had, this is how I ended up doing it. So I made a loan to the Bellwood Fund for the $60,790. We still have left to get reimbursed. I paid off the $89,000 loan that we had with them already. And, I am transferring $225,917 to Bellwood from the general fund, no, not from general fund, I'm sorry, from, Velocity. We had some money in that fund, which will cover the, 225, so I'm transferring 225,917 from that fund to Bellwood to cover the remaining invoices, but, I mean, I can present it, or I can hold it and let Mr. Wimble
Yeah, 'cause I got some questions.
Okay, that's what I thought. But I wanna go ahead and.
You still need to amend the budget.
I still want
And
to
then
go
it'll
ahead
be
and
there,
get
go
these in
approve it,
there.
and if you don't approve it, you can amend that.
So,
Motion by Supervisor Gaines,
Second.
second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
What is the motion? To amend the
Go
budget?
ahead and
Amend.
to
To do the transfers
amend it, not
and,
the payment, to
Just the-
transfer the
yeah.
money, we don't approve the payment.
All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
and then I did the budget amendment to increase the engineer fee category $16,200 and other improvements for $248,809.
Yeah, it's just amending the
It's
budget.
just amending the
And
budget
transferring money.
and the
over.
transfers.
Won't be spent unless this board approves it.
You heard it.
Which are actually not approving the engineering only expenses. You've got mostly your contractors release
Yeah,
of
this
their
is the
retention.
contractors and the retention,
Yeah.
$192,000.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor?
I'm confused, man. I thought we got enough money, for to do the Bellwood project without putting up money ourselves. That was challenging. Is this the same project?
This is that same project.
So,
In the cost of doing the project, the engineering fees were not included in that cost, in that estimate.
so we gotta eat that? So what is this motion right here?
This is either putting money into fund, what is it,
370.
370, or amending the budget so that it includes those costs.
So this is not paying?
No.
It's
No,
not
this is
paying
not
yet.
paying.
And the
no.
contractor did not go over budget and, all of that. And that is who only is outstanding is the contractor. But we can't pay them until the engineer comes and asks for us to approve their pay order. Once they do that, then we can pay it, and that won't happen until next meeting. And if you wanna ask them about their budgeting of expenses, they'll be here for you to do
You
it.
sure right, 'cause we just don't have $250,000 laying around and we can just pull it out of somewhere.
All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
Now, that being said too, the good thing about the entire levy, all of the money that we spend, all the phases that we've done, that is the only actual out-of-pocket that we've had to do to get that levy taken care of. So it was a tremendous project. We've been trying to do it since '96. Y'all finally got this going and did a good job on that. So someone's got to answer some questions, I'm sure, but as a whole, that was a really good project for the county.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying.
No, I know you weren't. I was
It was a good project, I understand how good the project
Yeah.
was, but, people got to, I see why they submit their stuff to somebody else to present, man, 'cause it's crazy.
We got our first monies from the New Generation E911 funding. So, I need approval to move 30% of those funds to the special fund we set up, which is the amount that was, $12,571.26.
You heard the request, County Administrator.
So moved.
Got a motion by Supervisor Gaines,
Second.
second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
discussion, how often does that come in?
It should come in monthly.
That amount or?
Oh, no, it'll be different.
That's an amount of 2 or 3 months.
As soon as our plan is approved by 911, we should be able to release that money to 911. the state says that everyone's gotta set aside 30% of these extra funds to go to next generation. We are of course ahead of the game and already have next generation. We just have to get the state to say, yes, you're achieving the plan, and then they'll let us move that money out, so.
And pay for the equipment we've already paid for.
We gotta continue that, finish that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it.
The next one I have is I'm transferring, from the Rentec fund to the MDA Rails fund to cover the, 12 payments for this fiscal year, $48,597.36.
You heard the request, County Administrator, take a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
Yeah, could you break that down again?
That's a
Oh, it's.
interest-free loan that we pay NDA for the IP rail line at Trestle.
Yeah, it's
We've
like
been doing it for-
$4,049 a month. I'm just moving the monies to the appropriate, cash account to fund for the payments.
All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
Next, with the new fire truck, we needed to get, a repair to the door, the garage door. I think it was basically, they want to replace and weather seal the garage door for the new truck. So I'm increasing, the countywide fund, $2,180 for, to repair the garage door.
That's at the airport.
It's out at
Lake Montrose.
Lake Montrose.
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines,
Second.
second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it.
Supervisor Gaines can probably talk to this better than me, because I saw the activity, but I didn't know what was going on. But I have a budget amendment to the road, for the limestone that was, had to be used for the voting precinct at the airport. $4,454.40. I'm increasing their budget to cover that.
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines, take a second, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All
Well,
in favor? You had some?
well, yeah, that was, we ended up moving the precinct over there, a water line bust. It rained, so we had to get limestone to make sure people get in and out, just so nobody had a question.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay. Justice Court has requested a transfer of funds from office supplies to, uniforms. They want to get collared shirts with the Adams County logo for them to wear on a daily basis.
Can't be mandatory though.
No, but they want them, I'm sure they'll wear them.
You heard the request of the County Administrator. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor
As long as
Gaines,
it's not mandatory, they can choose to wear that shirt or they can wear anything else. If you make it mandatory, it creates, where we have to pay for them to wash their clothes under federal law. So,
we got a motion. Can I get a second? Second. Now, anybody have discussion? Any discussion?
How much?
Discuss it, just don't.
that's,
There's three.
What was the amount you were trying to?
$1,000.
Yeah, and just, amend it to not make it mandatory, so we won't be responsible for it.
Yeah.
All right?
All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
Yeah, and make sure you type it in the minute.
put in the middle of your.
Yeah, okay, so, I think I flubbed when I did the transfer for the rural truck. So I'm putting 100, I know I did, the way I wrote the transfer up. I was trying to change the budget amount line item from one fund to the other, and instead the money got moved, and wasn't a money moved, it was just supposed to be a line item moved between funds. So I'm putting $180,000 back in the general fund from the rural truck fire fund.
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines,
Second.
second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, the airport is coming along wonderfully. They poured the slab Thursday. So all the plumbing has been, all of the plumbing and the electrical has been done. The final slab has been put. So there will be a lot of increased activity with subcontractors coming in, doing, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, you know, all kinds of things will start happening out there, so it's just gonna pick up, which is a good thing. We have a little over 3 months till our internal deadline of June 24th to get it done, so things are moving really well.
Question,
Mhm.
are you keeping up with the additional money that we loaning the airport to get all this done, so when they get up in speed and start making all this money, we can get ours back?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And since you brought that up, I was gonna ask the board, I know Supervisor Gray, you asked me about this, a couple months or so. Carl and I got together, I would like through the board to take the $60,000 that you loaned the airport, and instead of it being a loan, I would like it turned into an appropriation. And we keep the money to go into the airport, and with repairs and things that are coming up that we're having to do. Can we do that?
Again?
Can't do that.
No, just leave it as is and we'll deal with it.
Okay, all right. And let's see.
And there's nothing to stop them from paying us, and then we can make an appropriation back.
Okay. This is, with the airport, this is the first, payment request from the contractor. They're keeping a 5%, retainage, and the amount of the invoice is $286,815. That's $286,800.15.
You heard the request of the county administrator. Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay. So this is a contract that I just want to get spread across the minutes. President Hutchinson signed it, but I just want to make sure it was in the minutes. This is, again, related to the airport. This is a marketing group that is working with the marketing person, Jeremiah, and they are setting up our webpage, just setting it up. They've got it already assigned. It's flymatches.com. But the funds that we got from the small community grant will cover the expense of this marketing. So I just wanted to spread it across the minutes. It's with, where's his name? Now, this is on top of Jeremiah's.
This is that money.
Local IQ, and it's $65,000.
You heard the request. Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any
And Attorney Slover has reviewed it.
all in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, I'm gonna let you get in, I promise. This has been a lot going on. This is the project manager, at the airport. Y'all approved hiring him. This is his contract. I just need, approval for it to be signed.
Who's the project?
Vassy Air
Oh, yeah.
Aviation Group.
You got a contract, you say?
Yeah, and Scott's reviewed it.
How much is the contract?
$235,000, which is in the budget for what I showed y'all the other day.
You heard the request. The county administrator, can I get a motion? Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
Yeah, you say you already had put this amount in the budget, so this
Yes.
ain't nothing we lending them and they gotta pay us back.
Well, and that, this is in the airport budget,
Thank you.
yes.
All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay.
Wait. I'm missing. 'Cause I thought we just had 219 or 220,000 in the airport budget. So,
No, this is for the project, the $6.8 million, the terminal project. Sorry, I should have made that clear.
And they've been really, really impressive to work with, so.
Yeah, they've kept it on the rails.
I'm just
Oh, yeah, I wasn't trying to.
questioning what was said in the budget.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is in the airport terminal budget, sorry.
Thank you.
Alright, and then I think this is it for me. We got our motor grader in, and I need to get the lease purchasing done. I have 2 quotes, one from Trustmark for 3.75, and the other from Delta Bank, and that's for 5 years. For 5 years, 4.19. Trustmark is the lower. I recommend we go with Trustmark at 3.75
You
for
heard
5
the
years.
request of the county administrator, take a motion. Motion by Supervisor Wilson,
Second.
second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
Let me make sure, I think that's it. I think I'm done.
All right, I'll come,
Oh, that was the, well, this was the mowers, I'm sorry, I just looked at, that was for the mowers stuff financing.
What?
The lawnmowers, tractors, 2 tractors. Okay, this is,
This is-
we had to buy back for the motor grader.
So the bid you were talking about?
It's for the lawnmowers, okay, yeah.
Gotcha.
2 lawnmowers, or 2 big tractors with all these arms and features that can,
How much is that?
those were for the lease purchase. 3.75.
So how much do it cost?
It was $568,856 is what we'll lease finance. And then, I think we just need to spread across minutes that Supervisor Hutchins has signed the buyback for the new motor grader that we got.
The buyback pursuant to the
Yeah,
agreement.
yeah. And that's it. I think-
we good?
I just need to spread across minutes the buyback agreement. that
So
we
moved.
did.
Motion by Supervisor Wilson, second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it. That it?
You want me to talk more?
No? Much as you need to, though.
You got this. So you've got, this is the motor
That's the
grader.
actual
That's the
paperwork.
actual lease purchase, it just needs to
It's
be
fine.
signed.
Put that in under the, when we just
Or
approved
the
the bid.
buyback. Okay.
That's not the buyback, that's the.
That's
lease
the lease
purchase.
purchase.
This is the lease purchase.
The actual funding.
So, put this underneath which one? We need,
In the motion to approve the lease purchase. We
No.
approved the lease purchase.
that was for the lawnmower,
That's,
so.
this is the motor grader.
This is the motor
That's for
grader,
the
so
motor
I
grader?
need this separate, yeah.
That's the,
Yeah.
what that is, that's the paperwork for Trustmark to loan us the funds for the motor grader.
Which we
We
approved.
previously approved.
It's previously approved, we just need to
Let's
sign
sign
it and spread it across the minute.
We did spread it across the minutes. Yeah.
No,
No, we didn't know.
I need a motion to approve the lease, payment on Trustmark to the motor grader.
Lease purchase.
Lease purchase. Motion by Supervisor Gaines,
Second.
second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion?
You, say that again, Wes?
This is approving Trustmark for the lease purchase of the motor grader.
So they got the motor grader and the lawnmower?
yes, the motor grader they already had, this is just the actual paperwork that we need to sign for them to pay for the motor grader.
All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it. All right, in the folder, we have, Southwest Planning and Development District Spring Regional Meeting will be held Tuesday, March 24th in Brookhaven, I guess, approved travel.
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines,
Second.
second by Supervisor Wilson.
They changed it?
PPD. PDD, spring, yeah,
Yeah.
spring regional meeting, Tuesday, March 24th, 10:30. 10:30. If it's 10:30 at night, I'm not going.
March 24th in Brookhaven?
Yes. It does not say where. Mitchell's. Does this need to be strict? Absentee form for Robbie Dollar Road Department today, half a day. Did I get approval?
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
So let me ask a question. Since Robbie, is under us, that's the reason he do his the way
Yeah.
he do his. So the other people that's not under us, they go to their department head and get theirs approved. Is that the way this goes, Scott?
What's that now?
When Robbie is under this board, so when he wanna take time off, he come before us like he did to ask for his time off. So
That's correct.
and another department that's not under us, they go to their immediate supervisor. Their immediate supervisor is supposed to be keeping up with the time that they take off.
That's correct.
Thank you.
They certify.
In here, it's the Adams County Coalition for Children and Youth, this Trucks on the Bluff. We're gonna wait till next meeting when Robbie's here, because they typically handle that. That event's not till April 18th, so we got some time to cover that one. I think that's all that's in the folder. Yeah, hold on a second. Took care of Meg. Sheriff, yesterday, I was riding, and went by Providence Park. And out in the field, out to the right of the park, someone has gone out there and had some fun when it was wet. Do you have, access to that NOLA camera?
We do.
Could you please look, I'm sure it was after the Monday or Wednesday rain, and whoever it was, if we can locate them, they need to be held responsible. That's damaging county property. It creates problems for Johnny cutting grass, it creates problems for kids out there trying to, just donuts, it's just tore all up. So, if you would, please look into that for me. It's not gonna put up there. Mr. Ford, did you have something?
We've gone back and reviewed all the bids that we took in for C011, and C045. We reviewed all the bids and we found no error. Therefore, for C011, that's Upper Kingston Road, we would like to recommend that the board accept the bid from Maynard Landscaping in the amount of $143,587.10.
You heard the request, County. Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
All right, the second is for C045, that's 13 Johnson Circle. Again, we reviewed the bid and found no errors, therefore we would recommend the board award C045B to Maynard Landscaping in the amount of $88,866.50.
Motion by Supervisor Wilson, second by Supervisor Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Where'd he go? Yeah, we're gonna need a motion for closure termination. Motion by Supervisor Gaines, second by Supervisor Wilson. All in favor? All opposed?